Hi friends, welcome back to Julia at Home. So this is a special video. I am announcing the arrival of our new baby boy here. He came on May 30th, really early in the morning, and everybody is doing really well. So I wanted to just share him here. And I also just wanted to give you a really quick update on what's going on with homeschool while he's sleeping before he needs to eat again. So yeah, again, he was born May 30th, which was a little bit before his due date, a little less than a week early. And we had stopped doing homeschool in May. So at the end of April was kind of just like a hard stop for me because I felt like there's a lot of stuff I needed to get done before he came. Inside the house projects, as well as trying to get some gardening done. I did not get as much of either of those things done as I wanted to because I have an almost 2-year-old as well. So, but we did tackle a couple things, like the pantry and stuff. And we did get to almost everything I wanted to do before we stopped school, but there's a couple loose ends, which I will tie up in the next month or so. For example, we got so close to finishing our bestiaries, and we just need to put like the cover together. So like little things like that. Just I think like there's a couple of them. So not a big deal, but we will get to them. And then yeah, I wanted to give you an update on what we're doing. So I am planning on doing a little bit of school this summer. Obviously right now we're just adjusting to baby. It's almost a week later since he's been born, and following my midwife's advice, she tells me don't do anything the first week. I mean, obviously feed the baby and take care of myself and the baby, but she wants me to rest, and then the second week take it easy. And I'm really fortunate that my husband has been able to take these 2 weeks off to help us out. But then it's going to be me and all the children. So if you're new here, this is actually my fourth. I have an 8-year-old, a 6-year-old. My third is going to be 2 this coming week, and then the new one. So it's a busy house over here. I'm going to be spending some time adjusting to having 4. I think the hardest part is going to be these early days with feeding him and managing my toddler, because she's at the age and stage and temperament where she gets into everything all the time and needs constant monitoring. So I am a little bit nervous about that, but we're going to do it. I have had one. My second was born when my oldest was a little over 2. So I've done it once before, and this time I'm hoping the big kids can help a little bit with the toddler. So, but it's definitely going to be an adjustment. But I am planning on doing a couple things this summer. So there are a couple units that we're going to be doing actually. In June, I'm hoping to do an insect unit, and I already have all the materials together for that. Well, I have all the materials and I have a plan. I do need to kind of clean off our cabinet shelves where I normally store school materials and kind of set it all up. That'll make me feel more prepared. But I have all that. It's mostly books, like picture books and such, and I do have a few activities. And then in July, I'm hoping to do a Native American unit, specifically pre-colonial Indigenous peoples in North America unit, I guess. This is something I had thought about doing last year, and I was sick for the first part of the year, being pregnant. And then when we got to it in our curriculum, we got to some, our Curiosity Chronicles history curriculum had a little bit on the Iroquois Confederacy. I want to say they're Haudenosaunee. I need to learn to say it correctly every time. So I'm trying. The Confederacy, as well as some of the mound builders along the Mississippi River. So we did those chapters, but I wasn't able to expand on that as much as I wanted to. So I'm doing that this summer. We're gonna, yeah, I've got a bunch of resources, and I will share that with you as or after we do that. And then I'm going to try to get my older 2. So my daughter, again, is 8, and she's between 2nd and 3rd grade now, and my son is 6, between kindergarten and 1st grade. And so I we've not been doing anything since April. But I do want to come back to doing some of their skills work. So we'll spend a couple weeks probably reviewing like our phonograms and our writing and just see where we are and all that, and basically do writing, reading, and some math. I Yeah, I have some ideas for math. I don't know when we'll start them. Like I think for early times will probably just be some like really easy review math, some worksheets and such for them, just so that they like don't lose it all, and just to kind of keep it a little fresh. And we might just play some math games too. So I'm just trying to think of that kind of stuff to do with them. And it's starting to rain here, which is awesome, but hopefully you can't hear it. The good news is that while resting, I can still do homeschool planning. So I've been prepping for all that. Again, the insect unit is pretty much all prepped and ready to go. I've been working on the Native American unit, and I have most of the resources together, and it's close. It's close to ready to go. I might get a couple more things, and then hopefully it's not too bad. And then I've just started prepping for the school year. I have a lot of units I want to do this year for history and for science, which I love doing, but it's more than I've done in the past, and I think it'll be really fun, but it's a lot of work to plan and organize them, and I also just need to keep myself in check, knowing that I'm not spending like I think the longest ones are getting like 4 weeks, but most of them are going to be shorter than that, so I need to make sure I don't have so many resources that we're overwhelmed. So yeah, that's where I am, resting, hanging out with this little guy here who's so precious, and planning. So, which is really fun for me. I think it's probably time to feed him now, so I'm gonna go do that. But I wanted to check in with all of you, and hopefully I will get back. I have so many video ideas to share with you guys, and I didn't get to filming some of the ones that I wanted to earlier. So I'm hoping to get back to that soon. But again, I'm gonna take my time and adjust with this little one. And I hope you are all doing really, really well, and I'll talk to you later.